Lamido blast Obasanjo for attacking Atiku. You were in prison when Atiku formed SDP. Former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido has frustrated ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo over the latest constant verification of the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. Obasanjo and Abubakar were elected as president and vice president respectively on the platform of the PDP upon the return of Nigeria to democracy in 1999. However, both did not enjoy the type of cordial relationship that is expected between the number one and number two citizens of the country. The better part of their tenure was blighted by deep-seated mutual animosity that lingers to date. Obasanjo has been vocal and relentless in highlighting the excesses and shortcomings of Atiku since they both left some 15 years ago. Weighing in on the occasion, Lamido said Obasanjo was wrong to publicly criticize his former deputy. Obasanjo is a senior man, somebody who is elderly. He has the right to talk down on his own children, but that should be in an in-house accusation. He can say, Atiku, you are this or that, but when he says it publicly to the country, it is wrong, said Mr. Lamido in an interview with Vanguard newspaper. He said Abubakar was a major contributor to the platform upon which Obasanjo ran for office in 1999. Lamido was reacting to a statement by Obasanjo a few weeks ago within the former Nigerian leaders said making Atiku his deputy was a grave mistake, but God saved him. I don't want to sound rude, but when PDP was formed, Obasanjo was in prison and the formation of the PDP had history. Lamido, a long-standing politician, said, we are the group led by Atiku and many others, and also the progressives as symbolized by Solomon La, Abubakar Rimi, Jim Umuobodo, and many others. It is right to say that when PDP was formed, Obasanjo was not politically known. Obasanjo and Abubakar fell out after the latter, looking to succeed his principal, truncated his unconstitutional third-term bid. Though attempts have been made to mend their relationship over the years, the portrayal of Atiku as a deeply corrupt politician by Obasanjo continues to show point in their relationship. Well, they work together, so they should know themselves. If what you are against is how you mentioned it to the public, then you are not helping this country. We should know who is who and what they are bringing to the table. Atiku is contesting. I'm sure if he's not contesting, maybe this issue will not come up again. But because he's contesting and Baba wants everyone to know the kind of person he is, and it will help people in taking decisions whether to vote for him or not. Atiku formed PDP and decided to run as governor of Adamawa, Haba. Lamido deliberately did not mention late Alex Ekweme, who was instrumental in the formation of PDP. I think this is a biased and gross misrepresentation of fact. Lamido, Baba Obasanjo, has never been in prison, rather a waiting trial. Let me remind you, Atiku did not form PDP, is one of the pioneers. He was called to join the party. Age is telling on OBJ. He no longer remembers the leader. The ladder he used to climb the power through PDP was by Atiku. You guys are disgusting. How can you say Atiku founded what? PDP? No, unless Ekweme did. Mr. Lamido, you are entitled to your opinion, and I would advise you to stop defending old politicians and join the youth for Obi. Medicine after death. But why you people didn't make Atiku the president instead of OBJ, who was in prison where the party was funded? Most of you are not sincere. OBJ was used to compensate the West in order to placate them over Abiola's demise. OBJ did not even use the position to better the Southwest. Baba Sule, are you not the one that insists on Yoruba presidency? And when the meeting reconvened, you brought the idea of how to quash all the charges against him and stand for him to become number one under the umbrella party. You see, you are now reaping what you sow. OBJ will never forgive Atiku for truncating OBJ's third-term tenure. That is the only sin Atiku committed as vice president of this country. Atiku remains the hero and defender of a nascent democracy for truncating OBJ's third-term agenda. Otherwise, OBJ will have ruled Nigeria for 12 years. The point of correction, if Atiku really formed PDP, he shouldn't have left it and be running around all the time from one party to the other. When your house is in trouble, you stay around to put it in order, not by running away. I really doubt what you said. No reasonable man leaves his house for a stranger. Ekweme refused to leave PDP after he was obviously rigged out of the PDP primary election for the second time, because according to him, as one of the frontline founders of PDP, he sees PDP as his baby. What about the man that runs the whole Southwest geopolitical zone as an estate? Lamido, you are not telling us the truth. If Atiku was trustworthy, why was he not made the PDP and the government at the same time, not making the presidential candidate in 1999? Please tell them, my brother, it is the Almighty who gives authority to whom he wishes, so he cannot decide for himself. All you said is true. The only problem we have in Nigeria is bitter. Something may be forgiven but unforgettable. The shock of what Atiku did to OBJ is still very memorable in his mind. Though after a lot of plead in 2019, OBJ rescinded in his vow that Atiku will never be president. But this time, he feels since there's a better candidate, it will be a disservice to the country if you should endorse Atiku candidacy. Don't blame OBJ, blame Atiku. What goes around comes around. People should learn to live for tomorrow. Are you God? Please go and pack well. You reap whatever you sow. Whatever is happening between the two of them, they know the truth. I think those that are making this claim and need to be educated, go to Google and it will tell you the right answer. EOBJ said there is a mistake by picking Atiku Abubakar as his running mate in 1999. We may or may not, but even Nigeria make mistakes to him to make him the president from prison, when there are a lot of good and better, vibrant Nigerians from Yoruba extraction that can take that position. Well, that is some response to what Lamido said about the comment of Obasanjo on Atiku. What is yours? Is the comment good for this 2023 election, or you consider it wrong? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my page. Once again, thank you for being there always.